And of course, finally, kibble does kill. The average dog food in the supermarket, and even the premium brands, contain over 200 chemicals that are not listed on the bag. When you see something like meat meal, that's where they add it. They add artificial flavors, artificial colors, sweeteners, a lot of the aspartame and neotame family, all the glutenates, the MSGs. Those are all added to make it more palatable. They have to add anti-caking agents, anti-sticking agents so that it will flow through the equipment because they're mixing this stuff dry. Also, when they put it in the bag, look at the preservatives. That bag's got a 2-year shelf life. Now, one of the problems that we had back when I started in the business was with dry food, and all the dogs had problems with skin and coat. Why? Because there's no fatty acids. Put fatty acids in dry food, it turns moldy. It turns rancid very, very quickly. And of course, that can't be digested very easily by the animal. Of course, back when I started in the business too, we didn't have the health concerns that we do today because we always had to disguise the kibbles. And how did we do that? We mixed it with meat. We mixed it with our own food, or we bought canned food to mix with it. Most of the companies had products called Mix It, and other various things. That was 100% meat back then. Today, those same products like Alpal and Pedigree, which were 100% meat products, are now less than 10% meat. The #1 ingredient on it is corn, genetically modified, of course. And the reason that they did that is because when they changed artificial flavors and they actually had to add, because of the high amount of corn and grain in the foods, they actually add stool hardening agents to the food to bind them up, because otherwise they would have diarrhea. Nobody wants diarrhea. So when they started adding meat back into that, now they've got a healthier product and a bad product. Body's going to say, let me get rid of the bad product quickly. We're back to diarrhea. So let's make the canned food lower the quality to meet the quality of the dry food instead of increasing the amount of meat and making a better dry product. This is what the typical ingredient looks like going into dog food. Now, if they're carnivores, what do we have there? You still don't see very much meat, do you? And see, things like chicken, people don't realize what the labeling law says. The labeling law allows, for instance, chicken is, even though poultry is listed in the AFCO recommendations, chicken's been completely exempted. They can use dead, previously killed, dead, cancers, decomposing chickens in the food. That's why they render it. One of the major companies just announced their brand new novel protein for dogs and cats. The feathers, feather meal. Now, even in the wild, when dogs and wolves, lions catch a bird, they pull most of the feathers off because there's nothing there. It's a little bit of roughage. But that's the kind of things that, and this is actually off of one of the major sites. Our solution?